So at MMCP, we're looking at building sustainable, scalable, and sellable businesses. So the series is made up of different aspects that we will be touching on, and we will make sure that every time there is a session, we post the session on our YouTube channel. So if you miss any of the webinars, you are most welcome to go through to our YouTube channel to see the webinars. I'm Ntabiseng Maidi, and I'm the CEO of MMCP Advisors. I'm a CA, and I also hold an LLB, and I'm an international value builder coach, and this is the system that I use to do my coaching. And I actively manage 2 companies at the moment, MMCP Advisors, where we do accounting, tax, corporate finance, as well as strategy. And I also have MMCP Wealth, where we provide wealth management services to our client. I'm a past director of listed and unlisted companies, and I still hold non-executive directorships in some of the companies. And my experience is in accounting, and I've done also private equity fund management, and I also held outsourced CFO positions. So today's session, we will be talking about the Rainmaker's dilemma. So if you can just think what a rainmaker is. A rainmaker is someone who makes things possible. In the case of a business owner, you are a rainmaker if you are involved in the day-to-day management of the business. If you are involved in business development, as well as if you are involved in managing your customers, we call you a rainmaker, meaning that your business is totally dependent on you to succeed. And I suppose if you are running a business, that is one of the issues that stifle your growth as a business owner, because everything is dependent on you. And in that case, it becomes very difficult for your business to operate without you. Hence, the session for today is escaping the rainmaker's dilemma. And what are the things that you can implement in your business to escape that dilemma? So rainmakers there are 2 types of people in business. We've got a rainmaker and we've got what we call an architect. An architect comes into the business and they build things, they design. They design systems in a business so that the business can operate without them. That is what architects are. Unlike a rainmaker goes and they negotiate contracts, they negotiate deals, they go for customer relations, they take care of their customers, they negotiate with the suppliers. That is because you end up creating a bottleneck in your business, unlike an architect. An architect, as an alternative to a rainmaker, they do certain things in business. The first one is they design marketing funnels so that you don't find yourself going out to do the marketing of your business. They define sales processes so that it's easier for someone to take over even when they are not there. They create brand initiatives whereby that the brand initiatives will make sure that the brand identity of the business is well known. So those are the 3 main things that architects look at. Other than those strategic issues that obviously you need to look at, but for you to be able to be outside of the business, you need to look at this aspect of the business. So, and I must say that moving out of being a rainmaker into what we call an architect in business takes time. So one thing is a person would say, no, I would prefer to be a rainmaker. You can only be a rainmaker to a certain extent, and at some point you are going to stifle the growth of your business. So can you see here that your business can grow very, very quickly, but at a certain level, it's going to stop growing and you're going to reach a plateau because you can only do so much as a business owner. Unlike if you were an architect, your growth is going to be very slow at the beginning because you are building processes. As you build, you refine. As you build, you go and change and you refine. And at a certain level, we are going to have a very rapid growth because you have got proven systems in your business that will allow your business to grow. So as you go into business or as you review the performance of your business, it's quite important that you identify yourself not only as a rainmaker in your business, but as an architect, whereby you are going to do the design of your systems in your business. You are going to define processes, and those processes include the standard operating procedures on how things have to work. And you also create an environment where those processes can work. Let's take for an example, in a manufacturing environment, you can start off and be a furniture manufacturer, and as a furniture manufacturer, you need to start creating a process where if you are starting to employ new people in your business, as to how does that process work. You start with the design, the buying of the material, the execution of the work, the storage of the furniture. How do you sell that furniture? So that is how you design your processes. And then you come and say, who can go and sell the services to clients? Here, if you are employing a sales executive, you create an environment or you define the processes that they need to do, to go through, to go and do the sales process. And lastly, you are going to say, how do we manage those relationships? In that way, once you have created all those processes, it will be easier for you as a business owner to run the business without you to have the business running without you being physically in the business. So those are the three most important things that an architect does. And what has been proven is that when you are a rainmaker in your business, let me first say this. We all go into business to make money or to create shareholder value. So it has been proven that people who are rainmakers in their businesses, it becomes very difficult for them to sell their businesses, or they sell their businesses at a much lower price. But immediately you start introducing those practices of creating a marketing funnel, sales process, and that, you can actually see that the value of your business can actually double. Let's take this example here. This is based on the value builder system that is in Canada, where they've got database on on businesses that have been sold before, especially where we as advisors, we have used the services of Value Builder. So, and it has been proven that businesses where, as an owner, where you know all your customers by name, it becomes very difficult for buyers to come to buy your business because they feel threatened that what if we buy this business only to find that those customers leave after a month or two? So that is a threat. So and usually the multiple there, the sales multiple or the price will be at a low price. It also relates to if you are intimately involved with your clients or your customer, the multiple also goes down. And where you are a business owner and you're just servicing your clients without you being intimately involved with them, it has been proven that you can go to an extent of charging a multiple that is more than 6 times the EBITDA. So as a rainmaker, as a business owner, it's quite crucial that you consider moving from being a rainmaker and going and being an architect. I'm reminded of a business coach called Michael Gerber, whereby he emphasizes the importance of a business owner working on the business instead of in the business. Because once you work in the business, it's as good as you being employed by that business or an employee of that business. You are not an owner. So your business is supposed to run on its own for a period of months. So what we have at MMCP is we've got a system that we utilize where in our advice process, where we look at key drivers of a business to make sure that to look at whether your business is in a growth, is able to grow or not. So we start off by doing what we call a sellability score. A sellability score determines whether your business is sellable or not, and at what price as well. So I suppose you can see from this that there are the 8 drivers. The first one being financial performance, your growth potential, the Switzerland structure, the valuation teeter-totter, the recurring revenue for your business, monopoly, customer satisfaction, and hub and spoke. We have identified this as the key drivers for any business. Obviously, there's different ones, but for a business to be sellable at some point or to prove that your business is growing, these are the areas that we focus on of your business. And this is based on the matrices that are there in the market, where we look at your revenue, the growth in revenue or EBITDA, and we can determine quickly the value for your business. And as we go in and look at each of these areas, we are in a position to make improvements in your business that will affect the value of your business. Let me talk briefly about these 8 areas in the 8 value drivers that we have. The first one is financial performance. On financial performance, we don't only look at your profitability, your EBITDA, and all of that. We look at the quality of your financial records. I must say that tomorrow I'll be doing a webinar on behalf of one of the government departments, whereby they've requested me to talk about the importance of keeping financial records, because most business owners would say we are not fundable and only to find that they can't even produce a mere income statement or projections for their business. So it's important that businesses have got proper financial records, and as well as they monitor their performance. The next one is the growth potential. Let's take where you are operating in a market. I'll take an example of a person who sells baskets, woven baskets. And you determine whether are you in an area whereby there is potential for you to grow. And as you grow, you'll be able to sell your basket, your business. So we look at growth potential. Do you have a niche market and that? The next one is the Switzerland structure. The Switzerland structure talks more on how do you differentiate yourself in the market. We know Switzerland. The concept came from how Switzerland work. Switzerland is right in the middle of Europe, but they've got their own way of working. They are not part of the Eurozone and that, but they're doing extremely well. So here is, are you dependent on one customer? Are you dependent on one person in your business to make sure that you are succeeding? One being you being the Rainmaker, or are you dependent on one supplier? So that's what we look at. We try to look at strategies to reduce the risk, the concentration risk of you having one supplier or one customer or one key person in the business. The next one is on the valuation teeter-totter. And we're saying the more your business requires cash, the more your business requires cash, the value of your business is going to go down. But the more your business has got cash flows, that's where you can start determining the price that you want your business to be paid for. That kind of a business is valuable. So where you have got inconsistent cash flows in your business, we try to look at strategies of how to smooth those the cash flows in your business so that we can drive the value of your business up. The next one is on recurring revenue. Most funders, probably 99% of funders, would say when you provide them with a business plan and projections, they would normally highlight the recurring revenue, because recurring revenue has got something we call predictability. Let's take a financial planning business. The more you have got what we call fees on AUM, assets under management, your business is more valuable than someone who gets commission 1 month, there is commission, for 2 months, there's no commission, 1 month, there's commission. So the more your business has got recurring revenue, the better, because any acquirer or any investor would have the certainty that your business will be able to generate cash flows in the future. The next one is monopoly control. This looks at, in terms of the market where you are at, whether it's in geography or it's an industry, you need to indicate where you are operating in and whether you will be able to capture the market or you will struggle to capture the market. Someone would say, no, but I can't be able to determine this because I'm looking at financial or at clients all over South Africa and that. It's important that you look at where do you want to operate. You can go and take over, let's say you are in Mafikeng, you're a financial advisor in Mafikeng. That could be an area where you can focus your energy on and take over that area. And when you live there, and that forms part of your monopoly control in terms of growth geography. So in the program, we go deeply in terms of how we can actually assist you to determine the area where you can go into. The next one is on customer satisfaction. And here we utilize a concept called the Net Promoter Score, where we look at the difference between what your promoters are saying and what your detractors are saying. People would say, no, my customers like me so much, my customers like me. But when you look at the bottom line, that doesn't reflect on your bottom line, because the Net Promoter Score says, if your customers are happy with you, they will refer your business. But if they are not happy with you, they will just be passive and they will not refer your business. And the more your business gets referrals, that's where you can actually see value. And as a rainmaker in the business, it's important that you create that referral funnel for your business so that even if you are not in a position to go out to market your business or to go and do soliciting of business, you can have a funnel where your present customers can actually refer other people to come into your business for help. And the last one is the hub and spoke. Hub and spoke, we are going to deal with it, I think, in November or so, where we look at you as the hub of the business. What are the risks that you are causing for the business for you being a hub of the business? Meaning your business is not in a position to operate without you for an extended period of time. We say for 3 months. So with a hub and spoke, we look at how can we assist you as a business owner to actually remove yourself from the business and make sure that your business run on its own. So those are the 8 drivers that we look at in assisting businesses to grow. So how our program is run is like this. We've got 12 modules. So we've got 12 modules, and the first one starts off with you determining your benchmark where you are, because you cannot determine where you want to go without knowing where you are and where you would like to go. So the first one is you do a what we call a sellability score or a value builder score, whereby we can determine what are your shortcomings. From there, the first module, we look at what are your strategic goals, what are your plans for your business, and we put that into place and we look at the obstacles as to why you are not in a position to reach those goals. So, and as you can see in this, the program is it's so extensive that on per module, we look at specific things. We provide you with the tools. First, you've got a system that you work on. We provide you with workbooks. We provide you with tools that can assist you to actually get the information together. And that's actually how we assist our businesses. So, and each of this will form part of, we'll make sure that we reach the goals for all of those 8 drivers that we have spoken about. So even though the module says 12 and we look at 8 value drivers, here we look at, we make sure that we cover each and every aspect. And you'll notice that with the customer score, we do it twice. And there's a reason why we do it twice, so that we can ensure that you have got a good grasp of that Net Promoter Score that we spoke about earlier. And the one interesting aspect, again, when you look at module 12, we usually tell people that as a business owner, you must have a price for the services for your business. In case you are in a lift and you meet Richard Branson, and he says, oh, you've got an accounting practice. How much if I wanted to sell? You always need to know that number. But you will not know that number if you don't know that you are running a good business. So one of the aspects that we look at, I let people write a number that they would like to sell their business for at the beginning of the program. And at the end of the program, we run evaluation to see whether you can get that price in the market. So this is how our program is run. So how the program is run, each module has got videos, video tutorials, we've got online tools, and we also have one-on-one meetings on a monthly basis. And sorry, it looks as though my thing, yeah. So we've got one-on video learning, we've got online tools, and we've got one-on-one discussions whereby I sit with you and we go through all those aspects. And we also, so these are the videos that we will go through. We've got 3 or 4 videos of about 4 or 5 minutes each. And then from there, we do tools, online tools, where you can go and look at we help you with the exercises that you can do. And then the next one is we look at the areas that will improve the value, and we focus on those. So that's basically how the program is all about. So if you are interested in being on the program, we're already running the program for one of the for Momentum, whereby we've got the cohort of companies that are on the program. Actually, the program for them is coming to an end at the end of June, and we'll be taking over another cohort from July, whereby we have taken them through the process of the value builder, and they will be going to raise funding for themselves. And we are positive that they will be able to get funding based on what we have done with them. So program for them is coming to an end at the end of June, and we'll be taking over another cohort from July, whereby we have taken them through the process of the value builder, and they will be going to raise funding for themselves. And we are positive that they will be able to get funding based on what we have done with them. So the program, how the program is, the program currently costs about 78,000. And that 78,000 includes assessment, the value builder score, the other one, which is a pre-score. The pre-score determines whether you are in a position to sell your business as of today. And if you are not ready to sell your business, we can also put in strategies in place to assist you in selling your business. And you also get, in that, the funds that you pay, you also get some content, whereby it's weekly content, it's monthly, as well as some reading documents and some books. And we also have online access onto our system. And lastly, we also do one-on-one coaching, where you get an hour or 2 with me on a monthly basis for as long as you are on the program. So this is how the program is structured. But we've noted that there are challenges with how we have structured the program, where people are saying, no, your program is expensive. And also, let me start off by saying the one challenge is the number of people that we can help at a time. We are not in a position to say to have more than 4 people at a time. So we limit the number of people in a group. The other challenge is that business owners say it's very expensive to do the program. You can just imagine if you were to pay 78,000, even though it's not much because I think it's 4,000 every month, that if you do that on a monthly basis, you can be in a position to afford it. But some business owners say it's too expensive for them. So that is the second challenge. The next challenge is that you can just imagine 12 months is a long time. So what we have done is we have looked at as a way of compressing the 12 months into probably 6 months or 8 months, even though we will give you access to the system for the next 12 months. So in that way, we are in a position to take more business owners, and we are in a position to make it more affordable because we are using an accelerated pace of doing the program. So how the fast track program works is we still leverage the same system, and you still do your sellability score. And the first session that we do with you, it's almost 2 hours, whereby we look at your financial records, we look at the sellability score, and we come up with ways as to how we can help you. So that session, we put on a bespoke program specifically for your business. Even though the learning is going to be in group learning, but we look at your business, and whatever we discuss in the sessions will be applicable to your business. And then we have the next 8 months where we look at the mastermind, and this mastermind is just how we've termed the program, where we look at each of the value drivers. And then the last one is an exit call, which is a one-on-one call, and we look at where you started and where you are as a business as you go through the program. So this is how the fast track program is. We've got 12 modules, and we do that over 8 months. Yeah, so what happens is every Friday, we will for that session, we will send you the video learning and whatever, and we will meet on Tuesday. We send it on Friday so that we can allow you time to actually go through the material over the weekend. And if you want to if you have got any questions, you can actually just talk to us. As indicated, the program is about 78,000, but because we are looking at a fast-tracked one, we're looking at a reduced price of 55,000. And I must say, because we are looking at the leverage coaching system, you learn from other businesses, which create some form of accountability. What we have learned with the program that we are currently learning is that the guys have actually created themselves into partners. And after doing every session, they meet and they compare notes, which helps because now we have created an accountability partner for you. And you'll see in the testimonials, the guys are quite excited with how the program have been running, and they have implemented so many things in their businesses. So how you can actually pay for the program is you can either do it over 4 installments, or you send us your credit card details, or you pay it over 4 installments, and then we start with the program for you. So these are the 2 guys that are actually on the program currently, and they will be going to apply for funding for their businesses, because they've identified that for their businesses to go to the next level, they need people, qualified people in their businesses, and they need some resources. So he was very excited with one of the blogs that I sent on every Monday, where he says the blog resonated with him in terms of how to employ people in your business to replace yourself. And here, because he has noticed that he's a rainmaker and he's got this dilemma of holding the business at ransom. So he's decided to actually get more people into the business. and he's starting to bring in people in the business. And Noni as well has seen other benefits in what she has been doing. She didn't have documentation, and we have assisted her with the SOPs for the business, and we have created some templates for her that she's starting to use in her business. And that's where an architect mind comes into place, that you need to create documentation that can be used by your employees even when you are not there. So now my technology has started to mess up my presentation. So what we currently have is we are offering some form of a discount for those who would like to start with the program now. Our gremlins have taken over my laptop now. Can you just give me a minute to fix it? So we are offering some discounts for those who'd like to start with the program immediately, but we have also made the program available to corporates who want to sponsor specific companies, especially from the ESD fund, ESD space, whereby you can get a few businesses together and talk to us, and we can come and do the program for your organization. So, and that discount, unfortunately, we only apply it for a limited period of time, and then you have to pay the normal price. My presentation is coming back. So that's where we are now. And unfortunately, the discount that we can only make is about 5 grand if you register today. But if you don't have sufficient cash, we'll allow you to use your credit card. So we already have some people who started in May and they're going to finish in February, but we are in a position to put in some more people in the business as well. So we will, this is how the sessions are running currently. But if we've got a new group that wants to start, we just adjust the numbers, the dates for the future. So lastly is some questions that we have received from people is, what is the time commitment? It's important that you commit time for your business. And the time commitment is an hour and a half of coaching with online coaching virtually, and probably another hour where you implement what we have discussed. So that is the time commitment. We're looking at between 2 to 4 hours a month. The next one is what is included in the program. As I said, we've got online tutorials and we've got workbooks. And the next one, we've got, videos. And we've got a lot of reading material. We've got lots of blogs. We've got a radio interviews as well, where you can learn from that. And the other question is, what if I miss a session? So our sessions are recorded, and we make those recordings available to people who are on the program. But because you have paid for it, we really request people that they should not share those, but make sure that it's for their own consumption. Is there a money back guarantee? Yes, there is a money back guarantee. If you are not happy with how the program is running, and you can prove that you have implemented whatever that we have suggested for you and it still didn't work, we are most welcome to repay your money. And how do you reserve a spot? You can reserve a spot by going to our website, and there is my calendar there. You can click on the calendar and make an appointment with me, or just send us an email that you would like to receive more details on how to be on the program. And this as well is available on our website. So this is where we will end this afternoon. And I would like to thank you for making time to be with us this afternoon. And if you have got any question, you are most welcome just to send us an email, and we will be in a position to respond to your request. And with that, I would like to say thank you and have a good afternoon.